was your filming process?
Sure.
So we filmed for almost 2 years. So we started, I guess, 2013, right? And we were, both Alexis and I really love beer. We're really passionate about it. And found ourselves, as we were traveling, just sort of taking these brewery tours and listening to the stories and the passion that the brewery owners had. And one time we were like, let's bring our camera as we do this tour and just sort of start filming. And yeah, we did, after that, just as many interviews as we could. I think we did 100 interviews.
I was just wondering, I mean, you said you had like over 100 interviews in 2 years of you working on this 2 years. Even though it's a documentary, there was obviously, you know, stories going on in that. And I'm wondering if that's, like, did you realize what the story was very early on and then pursue those interviews? Or was it more you had a whole lot of footage and the stories kind of came to the surface among all that footage?
Yeah, so we started out with a more broad, general idea just to make a documentary about the industry in general. And we did figure out after like a couple months of filming that what would be more compelling and what would actually make it like a more enjoyable film would be to have a story. Like people's, you know, that's what makes movies great, right? You have people seeking goals and overcoming challenges. And we thought the sort of ripe territory to find that would be with startup breweries. So with that in mind, like a couple months into filming, we started seeking startups, going, meeting with people, filming them. And when we started filming with Danny, the guy in Ocean City, we had no idea this lawsuit thing was coming. We just thought we'd check in with him once a month and sort of see how his first year of business went. And once the lawsuit hit, we were kind of like, well, we have to see this story through, as unfortunate as it is, and sort of see what comes of it. And we actually met the Brew Gentlemen guys. We live in the Washington, D.C. area, and they drove all the way down to take a Cicerone exam. So I don't know if you guys are familiar. Cicerone is like the beer equivalent of a wine sommelier, so like a beer expert. And they were taking an exam in town, and we happened to be filming there and met them. And as far as we know, I think they said they both passed the exam, and it's like really hard to pass. So I don't think many other people we filmed with that day had passed. So that was pretty cool too.
I want to commend you for covering a lot of things going on in the brewery industry right now, lawsuits with names, that type of thing. But there's also breweries being bought up. They're going around because the craft beer movement is moving strong. So I appreciate you guys for covering
Just
that.
curious, what was your total budget to produce the film?
Yeah, so everything we did with this was self-funded, so we just like kind of dumped our life savings into it, and then we, once we were done filming, did a Kickstarter to raise $12,000 to be able to finish the film. Haven't quite got around to looking at our bank account to see how much we've spent so far on this, but I don't know. Maybe probably over like 10,000 at least, maybe more, probably more. Anything else you had? Other questions?
Do you have some distribution going on with this film?
Yeah, we're not yet, but we would love to meet a distributor. So we're hoping to continue doing these film festivals, and we're planning a 25-city tour around the country. So partnering with like beer weeks and independent theaters and things. And then hopefully later this fall, we want to do a big thing at Great American Beer Festival. So we're going to try to work that out, do like a screening and then digital release. But if you guys are interested in pre-ordering the movie, or please like tell friends, it's bloodsweatbeermovie.com. You can get the digital download or DVDs or whatever you guys want, and that would be awesome. Really appreciate it.